Hello, welcome to today's class. Here we have a special question here. The question is 2 to the power of 64 will be equal to what? How do we evaluate this without the use of calculator? Now, in this challenge, I'm going to use two methods to solving this, and the two methods are correct. But there's something we're going to notice at the end in the answers. There's going to be a slight difference in the answers. And I want you to drop in the comment section why that slight difference occur in the answers at the end of it. I want to tell you again that the two answers are very correct. None of them is wrong. They are correct, but there will be a slight difference. Okay, so stay from the beginning to the end of the class so that you can really get the total gist. So we take our solution. We'll have our solution. So we're taking the first method. So let's take your first method. Now the question again is our 2 to the power of 64 is equal to what? Now in this first approach, I'm going to use a method of bringing in another variable. In other words, I want to uh, represent the whole of this with an alphabet. So here you're going to say here, okay, let our x be equal to the 2 to the power of 64. So if it is true, then with what we have here, 2 is the simplest base we can express this right hand side. And so I'm going to log both sides of the equation. So if we log both sides of the equation, and again, I'm to take it to base 10. So this is going to give us here the log of our x now be equal to the log of our 2 to the 64. This is to base 10. This is also to base 10. The next thing we do here, we apply a law in logarithm, which says that your log z to the power of a, said move this a to this side to give us here our a dot log z. Okay, then if we look at this, we're going to move this 64 to this side of the equation. So this is going to give us our log x base 10 is equal to 64 times log our 2 base 10. Simple, right? Good. We know the value of log 2 base 10. Log 2 base 10 is just 0.301. So we can go ahead to multiply out. So this is going to give us our log x base 10 is equal to our 64 there times our 0.3010, right? Good. Now if you use your calculator to multiply this out, that will give you your 19.264. Yes, so this is going to give us our log x base 10 is equal to 19, yeah, point our 264. Okay, now with what we have here now, remember we want to get the value of x from here. If I decide to multiply this value by 1, it has not changed anything. And we apply a law in logarithm, which says that if you have the log of your m base m, we say this is equal to our 1, provided m is not equal to 0. So if it is true, I want to introduce log 10 base 10 here. And so this is going to give us a special expression. So this is going to give us our log x base 10 will now be equal to our 19.264 there times our log 10 base 10. So log 10 base 10 will give us 1, which is this one here, right? Good. I want to move this quantity back to this exponent here, applying this law. So if we go by that, then we're going to have this to be our log x base 10 is equal to the log of our 10 to the power of 19.264, right, base 10. So we're having log base 10, log base 10. And so this and this will leave the system. And so we're going to have our x will now be equal to our 10 raised to the power of 19.264, right? Good. Now, if you take your calculator and you input this value here, this is going to give you your 1.836538 and some other figures that times 10 raised to the power of 19. This is what it's going to give you. Okay, and remember we are saying this is s, and we said let x be equal to this. So we can then come to the conclusion that therefore our 2 to the power of 64 is equivalent or equal to 1.836538 times our 10 raised to the power of 19. This is the answer we have from the first method. Now let's look at the second method and see what this gives us. In this second method, I call this second method the crude method, okay, or I call it the unrefined method. But let's look at it and see how it works. So we are having our 2 to the power of 26, right? Good. So our 2 to the power of 64 rather is equal to, what does it mean? It means we have to multiply 2 times 2 into 64 places. And so this is going to give us here our 2 times 2 times 2. So now we have 2 times 2 into 64 places. What is the next step? So we take our equal to sign again. Now we want to multiply your 2 by 2, then we equally multiply this by these 2. And so this first one is going to give us our 4 times 4 times 4. That will now be into 32 places. Now we now have 4 times 4 into 32 places again. Now look at this 4 times 4. We're going to multiply this 4 and also multiply this 4 and do that for all of them. And so this is going to give us, our 4 times 4 will give us 16 times, here we have another 16, okay, times. Again, we now have 16 times 16 times 16 into 16 places now, right? Good. And so we're going to take this 16 times this 16, then we'll use this 16 to times this 16 again and do that for all of them. And again, you discover that if we press our 16 times 16, that will give us 2, 5, 6. So we have here 2, 5, 6. And that will go into 8 places. So that is 8 places, right? Good. Then we now take this times this, we take this times this, take this times this, we take this times this, that will now be into 4 places. Okay, we are getting there. So this must be equal to, so if we have 256 times our 256, that will give us 65536. So we have 65536. Then this equally give us here times 65536. The times this will give us 65536, and the last one will give us 65536. Wow. Then we now come to this. Now we use this to multiply this. We now use this to multiply this. And of course, when we use 65536 to times our 65536, that is going to give us a very large figure. Okay? And that will now give us here our 4, 2, 9, 4, 9, 6, 7, 2, 9, 6 times another 4, 2, 9, 4, 9, 6, 7, 2, 9, 6. Good. So we can now multiply these two figures together. And when you multiply these two figures together, you're going to have another large figure, which is 1, 8, therefore 4, 6, 7, then 4, 4, 0, 7, 3, 7, 0, 9, 5, 5, 1, 6, 1, 6. And if we write this in standard form, then this is going to give us our 1 point. Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 8, 4, 4, 6, 7, 4, 4, 0, 7, 3, 7, 0, 9, 5, 5, 1, 6, 1, 6 times 10 raised to the power of our 19. And therefore, we cannot say, therefore, that our 2 to the power of 64 is equal to, if we take this to, let's take it to 4 decimal points, this is going to give us 1.8447 times 10 raised to the power of 19. This is the value for the second method. Now let's check out for the first method and see what we got here. Look at what we got here. So if we take it to 2 decimal points, this is going to give us 2, okay, to the power of 64 equal to, to 4 decimal points. So we have 8365 times 10 raised to the power of 19. This is for the first method. But look at what the second method is giving us. Second method is giving us 1.8447 times 10 raised to the power of 19. So there is a slight difference between this and this. The question now is, why this slight difference? So you can drop your comment in the comment section if you know the reason to this variation in the answers gotten. So this is how you solve this kind of challenge here using different method. Remember, I called the second method the crude or the unrefined method. Thank you for watching. See you in our next class.